Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my video. All right, so I just want to talk about this particular issue with Nissans, and it's particular to the a crank no start issue. And if you guys have this problem, first thing you want to do, if you guys have troubleshoot all the other things as far as a crank no start issue. Now this could relate to a crank no start issue and a no crank no start issue. This problem could actually cause both those issues. And what you guys want to do is you guys want to look on the dash to see whether the security light is flashing. All right, it happens that a lot of people actually miss that with these no start issues. All right, they'll start going to other things like you know, trying to figure out whether the parts are causing the issue, whether there's something wrong with the battery, and this might be related to the battery, but you know, they'll go off on DIY diagnosis tangents on crankshaft position sensor, mass airflow sensor, fuel pump issues, fuel issues, no spark, this, that. And the funny thing is that if you guys have this particular situation that comes up, you guys want to, you guys want the easiest fix possible, the easiest diagnosis possible. With this particular scenario, if you guys have this flashing security light, and that security light is the icon of a car with a key in the middle, normally it'll be flashing, and this is a very common thing with Nissan vehicles. It's very common. All right, and if you guys have that situation where you guys have a crank no start or no crank no start, and you guys have that security light flashing on your dash, then I'm going to show you guys what to do as far as fixing the issue and how you can go about disregarding all the other diagnosis of what could be causing the issue. So basically, okay, one of the main culprits of this issue are dirty battery terminals. All right, if the vehicle's computer senses that the charge in the battery, whether it's because the battery is bad or because the connector is corroded, the terminal is corroded and it's not a very good connection, and it's reading that it's a low battery, it's gonna cause this light to flash. All right, if this light flashes, you're not gonna be able to start your car. It might crank, it might not crank. You're not gonna be able to start it for the most part. All right, so simple fix to that is, what you guys want to do is you guys want to go to the battery, take the terminal off, clean it. You want to make sure that the battery is good, because if that battery is not good, it could cause that light. If you guys know the battery is good, then you don't have to change the battery, clean the terminals, put the terminals back on. Most of the time that will actually get rid of the security light, and you could start your car, no problem. The other option is, if it's not the battery, and for whatever reason you guys need to reset the immobilizer, there are specific Nissan models where you can actually, there is a button on the back of, I believe it's on the back of the cylinder, or or the immobilizer, the cylinder. Now, this is not particular to all Nissan models. Some models have it, some models don't. You're gonna have to take off the cover, see if there's a model. You see if your model, your vehicle has that. If it has that, all you gotta do is just press the button, it resets it. All right, if it doesn't, you might have to do something something else. You might have to reprogram the Immobilizer, reprogram your key or whatever. But before you guys get to that, all right, what you guys want to do is you guys want to make sure that your fob key battery is good. All right, if your fob key battery is dead or it's drained or it's not or it has issues for whatever reason, maybe because the battery needs to be replaced. A lot of people don't know that, and they go through all this DIY fixes, try to you know, try to change out parts. Just make sure that all these little simple things are good. All right, it doesn't cost much. It's very easy to do. You guys can change out the battery in your key fob. The bad battery in your key fob actually could cause that light to come on. All right, so I'm giving you guys like a rundown on all the things that you guys can do simply just to get your vehicle started. All right, one by one. Now, if your battery is good, your terminals are clean, your key fob battery is good, and you know that for a fact, changed out that stuff, you guys still have this issue, we're going to move on to the fuse box. All right, now, if you guys have a blown fuse, it could be related to the security system. It could be related to the ECU. It could be non-related to the security system, and it could still cause this light to flash. All right, there are instances, because cars these days with electronics, they're interconnected. All right, I've seen situations, not just on Nissans, but seen situations where a light bulb that went out in a fuse box, I think maybe the fuse to the light bulb that went out of the fuse box popped, it blew, and it caused no start issues. It's possible. So what you guys want to do in this case is make sure, either with a fuse tester or with a fuse tester, make sure that all your fuses are good, because any blown fuse could actually cause this security light to flash. All right, guys, so as far as the fuses are concerned, there's 3 fuses that you guys should look for specifically, but in cases like this, you guys would definitely just want to make sure that all your fuses are good and not blown. Like I said, they're all connected, but there is an Immobilizer fuse in the fuse box. There is a TCM fuse in the fuse box, and I believe there's another fuse that's connected to the ECU in the fuse box that you guys specifically want to make sure that is not blown, because if any of those fuses are blown, there is a definite good chance that not only are you going to have the issue with not being able to start your car and the security key flashing, you might have some other issues with your vehicle, because those fuses are integral to not only starting your car, but also the communication between your car's computer and mechanically whichever parts that those fuses are connected to also. All right, guys, so I just pretty much gave you a rundown of what you guys can look for with this situation. Sometimes if you guys have this situation, you might get a check engine light, and you guys have an OBD2 scanner. You guys could plug it in, and you guys could read read out what the codes are. And sometimes, a lot of times, if you have this issue, you might get a code for the Immobilizer. But before you guys do any of that stuff, as far as going deeper into replacing parts, testing out parts and stuff like that, just do those simple things. They're not very difficult to do. In many cases, you probably be able to get your car started and resolve your situation without actually having to make it a bigger issue with taking it to a shop or a dealership and spending money on all that stuff with and a lot of times these shops and dealerships, they have issues figuring this stuff out too. But that's the guideline for this particular issue. If you guys have any questions, definitely leave a question in the comment section. You guys have any comment or any kind of your own personal experiences with this, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. All that good stuff. All right, guys, take care.